Welcome back. It's tool time. Our EdTech Services team is featuring the tools available to you here at FIU. Let's welcome Rafael Perez Jr. and Mariel Romero Guerra.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We're very excited to be here in edit number 4 or 5, I'm not even sure. We should know because we oversee it. My name. And welcome to our EdTech Tool Time Showcase. A little bit about us. My name is Mariel Romero Guerra. I'm the IT director. I have the pleasure of working with the EdTech Services team on campus. And we're actually one of the teams that helps oversee this conference.
And good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rafael Perez Jr. I am Assistant Administrator for the EdTech Services Department here at FIU.
So when we started kind of planning things together, we've realized that one thing we see in different conferences that we don't really see in ours or haven't seen locally is a showcase of the tools that we have at the university. So let's take an opportunity, a quick 30 minutes, and share with you, hoping that these tools can empower you as educators, engage your students, just a taste of each tool, a little quick video, and you'll get to see what's available to you or get inspired if it's not currently available in your institution. So we mentioned EdTech Services, ETS, Educational Technology Services, we're all the same. I think we've been rebranded a couple times throughout the years, but we are part of the division of IT. And our goal is really to provide that centralized support for the EdTech tools. One of the roles that we have is the actual administration of the tools. So we oversee for in-person courses, Academic Canvas. We oversee FIU Develop, for example, LinkedIn Learning, and those type of enterprise-wide tools that are not modality-specific, just centrally available. In addition to that, we provide training for the tools that we support and support as well. So we administer them, we provide training on them, but in case there are any issues with a tool, we like to have support staff available in case an instructor has a specific need or question. We have a faculty development model, and the way that we like to do is think of empowering our faculty to have a lifelong learning experience. We all know that tools change, and they'll change tomorrow, and they keep on changing, and so our goal is to really have staff available to consult with you as you need them. So that's a little bit about who we are. We also have the unique role of overseeing a lab as well, and a lot of system admins tend not to do that, but we have the pleasure. And so we have a lab where faculty can kind of experiment with the tools that we have, they can get comfortable with them, and again, get assistance from our team. So that's a little bit about who we are. Now we deep dive into the meat of the presentation, which is our tools. And again, you're going to see a little description, a small video, and at the end, we're gonna have a little bit of a demo that we could all interact with. So the first tool that we have up is Simple Syllabus. Now, if you have a UCC course, you have definitely heard of Simple Syllabus, and you're probably over it. Just kidding. But with Simple Syllabus, it really has become our centralized syllabus platform. We've been able to support 36,000 students. This tool has been launched in less than 6 months, so you can imagine that the utilization rate is very high for this tool at the university. We have over 116,000 unique views, so it's a lot of views that we've had from different administrations and external. We have acquired this tool to facilitate the requirement at the state level of having syllabi available before 45 days, but we've also saw additional benefits like pre-populating templates, really having places that we can fill in the information automatically for instructors to facilitate adoption. We also have been able to leverage APIs and integrations with PantherSoft and Canvas, so a lot of that information is information already in our systems, and we leverage that to make this tool a little better of a function for what we have today. And then in addition to this, it also has given opportunities, and some departments have already taken advantage of this, which is they have custom syllabi for the department at large, they deploy it, and then the instructor just has to make the individual changes that he, she, or they need for the syllabi. So that's Simple Syllabus in a nutshell. You're going to see a quick video, and in that video, we'll give it, oh, wait, actually, coming soon, accessibility checker. So one of the features that we were looking for when launching a syllabus tool was a native accessibility checker, and they've announced it less than a month ago, that built in the rich content editor of Simple Syllabus, there will be an accessibility checker. So that only strengthens the tool for us and its adoption. And then the video that you're going to see here, this is just a quick look of it. It's a Canvas integration as you see it. It can be used standalone, but the general idea is what you see is if you scroll, it really is just rich content editors embedded in one area that you come in, you edit, and you publish. Anything that's pre-populated is just because the system pushed it, and so it recognizes the modality, the UCC or not, which is a core curriculum for us, etc. So that's simple syllabus.
Awesome. Thank you, Mariel. So the next tool that I want to go ahead and showcase to you all is FIU Check-in 2.0. So what is Check-in 2.0? It is an electronic attendance solution that would allow students in the classroom to be able to check in via their smartphones or any device. The benefits of using Check-in 2.0, so for any of you who had the pleasure of using 1.0, there were these QR codes that were installed in all of the general classrooms in MMC, BBC, and I-75. So students will go in, scan their QR code, and they'll be marked present for the class. So now with version 2.0, that's no longer the case, no more need for QR codes. Now there are these Bluetooth beacons that have also been installed in those same classrooms. There are these little devices that are up against the wall. And the student would just download the supported application on both Android and Apple devices. They'll go ahead and log in with their FIU credentials, go into the class, and then they're going to see the check-in option for that corresponding class session, and that's it. They're all done. And then the instructor on the other side will be able to check in real time the amount of students that are checking in, and if, let's say, even if there's a student that's having an issue that's checking in to the class, the instructor even has the ability to manually check them in through the system. So it's a very convenient system. It does provide real-time reporting, where 1.0, there was kind of like a 24-hour delay. With 2.0, that's no longer the case. You pretty much get that attendance data in real time. So that's one of the biggest benefits. And then now coming real soon to a Canvas course near you is going to be the Canvas integration. So I know this has been the #1 requested item with 2.0, and the administrators at the university have been working very hard on getting it finalized, and we're hopefully going to get it up and running before the end of the semester. So stay tuned for that. There will be official communication once that integration becomes available. So pretty much a little preview of what it looks like, at least from the instructor standpoint, is that the instructors will be able to see their forthcoming courses, the class sessions, and like I mentioned, the instructor also has the ability to view the attendance history for their class sessions. And like I mentioned, if there is a student that's having any sort of like technical issue, they forgot their phone for whatever reason, not to worry, the instructor has the ability to check them in. And the nice thing about it, since we are using those Bluetooth beacons, there is also you don't have to worry of if students try to check in outside of the class. So like if they're like in their dorm or maybe at home, since it has that geolocation in the classroom, it will validate that only those students that actually physically checked in the class. So again, it has that secondary layer of students trying to prevent them from not checking in outside of the classroom. So that's Check-in 2.0. The next tool I would like to go and show you all is Tidy Up. So Tidy Up is a tool that's integrated in all Canvas courses that will identify and help you remove any of the unused course content that you might have had. So pretty much biggest benefits of this tool is that it eliminates all of the guesswork. So maybe you're a teacher that have been teaching for the past few semesters. You start building up your files, your documents, and then as you do, you copy down those files into the future semesters. It gets to pile up, and you might have something in there that you maybe have not used in some time. So what this tool does is that it helps you clean up that content in one simple interface. And also another big benefit is that, as you're all aware, we're all pretty much working on trying to get our percentages up to make sure our content is accessible for our students. You could go ahead and be able to easily remove any of those unwanted or unused files pretty much in one simple click. So how does that look like? So like I said, it is available in all Canvas courses, regardless of modality. You have it scan your course, and once you do, it's going to provide you a very easy-to-use interface that's split into 3 tabs. So you have files, folders, and Canvas content. So it will go ahead and show you when was the last time it was used, if it is used in the course, where exactly is it used in your course. And then you could go ahead and determine if you want to go ahead and remove it from your course. And also, nice thing about this is that you don't have to delete it and search for it around your course. You could go ahead and delete those items in bulk, and that will go ahead and remove it automatically from your course. So you get a nice, clean, and accessible course, which is what we're all aiming for. So that's pretty much tidy up in a nutshell. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next tool, which is Turnitin AI detection. We all know that AI is very big right now, especially in this conference. We're trying, make it aware, raise awareness for AI. So I want to go ahead and show you what AI detection is. So Turnitin recently released this new feature, which what it does is that it highlights text segments that in the document that it predicts that it was written by AI tools. Like, for example, ChatGPT being the most commonly used one. So it will detect that ChatGPT content or any AI type of tool in the document. And it is available within the Feedback Studio for any of you existing instructors or anybody who's familiar with Turnitin who have used Feedback Studio. That AI detection option is built in already with Feedback Studio. So there's no separate program to install, no third-party tool. It's already within the same interface. And another nice thing with the Turnitin AI detection is that it is constantly evolving along with AI. So, I'm sure we all know at this point that AI is constantly evolving. They're constantly updating. I believe ChatGPT is already by like version 4. So Turnitin is aware of that, and they are also evolving their platform to ensure that the AI detection tool is keeping up with the latest standards. So how does that AI detection tool look like within Turnitin? So here I have an example of a document that I went ahead and done, and it is using the AI detection. So I selected the AI detection icon there that you saw right below the similarity report area. And as you can see, I intentionally wrote this document via ChatGPT, and that's why it's giving me 100% that it was used by ChatGPT. So it's pretty accurate, because I did, in fact, use ChatGPT for that whole document. So it will go ahead and highlight that for you, and then you determine as the instructor how you want to approach that. So that's AI detection. And then the next tool I actually want to go and show you, which also is another tool part of Turnitin, is Draft Coach. Now, Draft Coach is a tool that is right now only accessible via Microsoft Word Online, via the online version. And what this does is that it will help the students be able to check their papers and get that instant feedback before actually submitting it for a grade in their course. So, like I said, all enrolled students have license for this. There's no separate sign-in required. Once they use their FIU credentials, they get access to this tool. And what it will do is that it will not only provide what Feedback Studio will provide for the instructors, but it will also help them identify and fix any missing citations they might have, and even have its own built-in grammar check. So it has 3 tools within that one platform. So now I just want to go ahead and show you what that looks like. So what I did was I created a quick Word document via Word Online. As you can see, there is that Turnitin tab on my ribbon. I selected Draft Coach, and I'm asking Turnitin to go ahead and get me that feedback. Now, for right now, Draft Coach is allowing for it to check the document 3 times. So for any of you out there, just be on the lookout. It is per document. So as you keep scanning, it will go ahead and mark down the amount of times you've run the similarity check. But again, it does provide that tool and that confidence for the student to be able to write their paper. And if for any reason it has a high score, they could go ahead and fix it and adjust it accordingly before it gets submitted to the instructor. So at least they get a much better, more professional, and not copied paper, we hope. So that's the Draft Coach tool. Highly encourage even instructors can use this, by the way. I know I mentioned students, but instructors can use this if they want to go ahead and do it. As, again, all FIU users have access to this tool. And it's available right now. Now, the next tool I would like to showcase is the Akindi Importer. Now, what Akindi Importer is, it is a tool that is available already in all Canvas courses, regardless of modality. And what it does is that it converts a Microsoft Word document, and it goes ahead and imports it into a Canvas quiz. So for any of you out there who have done this, it's, you've created, let's say, a quiz, 50-question quiz, for example, and you have your answers in a Word document. Really, as of right now, until really this came out, there wasn't really an easy way to grab those questions and answers and put it into your Canvas course as a quiz. So this eliminates the need to do manual copy and paste. I've actually worked with instructors. I've actually have a Word document, go question by question, copy the text, paste it into the quiz editor, question by question, and put the answers. And you all know if you say you have like a midterm or final that says like 100 questions, you can only imagine how long that's going to take. So with this tool, it eliminates the need to do that. You just upload it into the importer, it converts it for you, you just assign it to your students, publish it, and you're done. So it cuts the time in half pretty much. And the nice thing about this is there is no special software required. So there's, you don't have to install anything, download anything on your devices. It's already available within any of your Canvas courses. And another nice thing about this tool is that it does support all common Canvas question types, and it also supports images, tables, and math formulas. So as you can imagine, you can pretty much throw anything at it, and it will go ahead and convert it for you. Now, how does that look like? Like I mentioned, it is available in any of the Canvas courses, and you could go ahead and launch the importer, and then it's just going to ask you to upload that Word document. You go ahead, you upload the document, and as you go ahead, it's going to give you a little preview of all of the questions that you have in that Word document. It will show you what question type it is. It will actually highlight what the answer option is, and if everything checks out, you could go ahead and download what's called a QTI file, and what that is just a special file that Canvas understands. And once you upload that QTI file into any of your Canvas courses, you're not tied to one, you could put it as many as you like, you could go ahead and upload that. It will create the quiz automatically, and then all you need to do, like I said, is just review it, make sure everything looks good, assign it to your students, publish it, and that's it, you're done. So it's a very, very quick process. So pretty much, like I said, I just want to show you what that looks like. It created the quiz. I just checked it, assigned it, published it, and done. So highly recommend you use it. It will save you a lot of time. Now, next tool I want to go ahead and show you is, this is actually a newly released integration that we have in Canvas, is Qualtrics. So we know many of you out there have used Qualtrics in some form. Now, there's going to be another way you could leverage Qualtrics, and that's in your Canvas courses. So now we have this integration that's been recently made available, and this will go ahead and provide that convenience to be able to use a Qualtrics survey that maybe you have created at some point in your account and be able to share it in your Canvas course. So you could go ahead and actually, if let's say you have module requirements in any of your Canvas courses, you could include that Qualtrics survey as part of your module requirements, so your students would pretty much have to complete the survey so they could move on to the next item that's required in the course. And then lastly, it does also provide the ability to grade these surveys. So students are pretty much, if they complete the survey, they'll be able to get a grade for that assignment in the course. So now, what does that look like in Canvas? Like I said, this is available for anyone, any Canvas course, and regardless of modality. You will go ahead, you log into your Qualtrics account. You will select, it will provide you a list of all the Qualtrics that exist in your account. You would just select the one you want to use. If you want to make it for a grade, you could go ahead and do so. You set up the assignment options, and then it even has like a data field option that it allows to pull the full name of the student. So in other words, if once the student launches the survey, it will go ahead and apply the student name above automatically. You don't have to worry about adding the name manually. It actually it's an automated process, and it'll add it there for them. And then once it's all done, you go ahead, you link it into the course, and you're done. And then the students can go ahead and complete the survey pretty much in a couple of steps. It's very easy to use. So that's the integration. So that's pretty much all I was going to cover. So I'm going to pass it back to Mariel, where she's going to go ahead and discuss Kahoot.
So Kahoot, many of you have probably already used it, and if you haven't, it is a game-based learning platform. One of the reasons that we're acquiring this is really with the partnership of the Student Success Courses team. We also know them as SLS courses and other courses as well. And so we do have a limited license for Kahoot, limited in the sense of the number, not the scope. But we are lucky that we're offering this and to the faculty that we have at the university. And so you can use one of their pre-made or create your own game-based quizzes. You can track student progress, and you can promote classroom engagement with Kahoot. There is not a Canvas integration. This is one that really is outside, but there is benefits in using Kahoot, and we've seen them time and time again when it comes to student learning and engagement. But for today, instead of showing you just a recording, we figured we'd play a Kahoot. So what we're going to do is we are going to actually put up a Kahoot game. If you could please join. You should see our URL, but if not, it's kahoot.it. You could also, if you have the app, or tap the QR code. You'll enter the game pin that you will see, and you either can choose a random nickname and then have fun. Because this is fun, we're going to have, it's low stakes, it's very small, amount of questions, it's just 4. But we will have some prizes for the first, second, and third place winners, just some swag bags in the front. So go ahead, take it away. Oh, they're going to run it.
Yes.
So
the website, again, you're all going to go is kahoot.it. It's going to ask for a pin of the game. So we're going to be posting that up very shortly. Just stay tuned for that.
Here we go.
And then there's the pin. So you can actually enter the pin, or you can actually scan the QR code,
Whichever
and that
one's
will
better.
automatically get you into the game as well. All right.
So our license for FIU, I believe, allows up to 2,000 players. So again, it is a different license than the free Kahoot that you get. If you are interested, we'll show you contact information for using Kahoot at the university. We're going to continue to wait a couple more seconds, a few more seconds, just to make sure we can get everyone on board. And when we're ready, we'll get started.
So far, 94.
And my favorite part is when you have randomized names, you have random names as well. So we're at 105, 106. We're playing the classic mode, whoever's actually interested and has ever used a Kahoot before. We are using classic mode. There is a count. This is, of course, the front-facing, but there was different scenarios. And so what we did is we tried to show a variety of questions of the Kahoot. So we have a few samples, but there's more question types. Just because of time and limitations, we're not able to show all the Kahoot types, but you'll see shortly. I think we're pretty steady.
Yeah.
Think we're good?
We're like about 112 right now, so
112,
we're
all
ready
right.
to begin.
I think we're ready to go. Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Ralph.
All right, so we're gonna get our first question here in a couple of seconds. All right, so the first is a quiz type. So the question is, what is the ETF team's favorite drink at 3:05 p.m.? So what this is doing is that it's giving you a little hint on the image above, and it's slowly but surely showing you what the answer is. So answer away.
And again, if you're new to hosting a Kahoot, some feedback, you'll see that the timing is also based as many responses that we have. So it will automatically time us.
All right, so the majority got it right. All right, let's see. So now we're going to see who's on the leaderboard. We'll see who are the top 5. So the question is, how can you seek assistance from EdTech Services? Again, more than one answer here. I know you all like that via pigeon option. All right, so the little frog has moved up to the leaderboard, and we have Trizzy at 2nd place and Alex in 3rd place for the swag. So, all right, next question is a puzzle. So pretty much you're going to drag the order, and then the order of the answer options, it will be the correct one. So the question is, how do you fix a Microsoft Word document for accessibility?
If you notice, this question's a little bit more complex that you would think to have a Kahoot, but it was an example that you could actually have more complex questions when running your Kahoot as well. And that's really going to show and have your students thinking of the answer itself. It's not to be punitive, but to really give them a learning opportunity. So yes, select the order.
Uh-oh.
We did not do so well there. And that's okay, because we can show you. So if you do need assistance with fixing a Word document, our team is more than happy to assist to show you the proper steps.
All right, so we got change in the leaderboard here. We got Milena 1st, Ashley 2nd, Lo 3rd. All right, things are heating up. So we're now to the last question. This is a slider type question. So pretty much you have to slide the little bar on the bottom to pick the right answer. So the question is, what is FIU ranked among public universities according to the Wall Street Journal?
If you've been walking around our campus, the answer is actually live in the green library if you're looking that way. So when you walked in, if you saw it, there it was.
Yeah, that's the hint. It's around campus. So.
For these slider questions, again, if you're thinking of hosting this type of question, it does give you an option to put kind of like a margin of error for the students so that it's not just one right answer.
All right.
So it does partial points. That's right. We are number 4.
So 96 of you answered it correctly. So, all right, let's see who are our top 3. So number 3 is Lo. Good job, Lo. Number 2 is Ashley. And number 1 is, let's see who it is.
Milena.
Milena. Congratulations.
We do have swag bags, so for whoever's winning, please take a screenshot of your name so we know it's you. And then after our presentation and our registration, they'll be available. Thank you. So a last couple of slides for us. We just wanted to show you a quick glimpse of the tools that we support. We may have forgotten some. It was hard to fit. But just to share with you, there's a lot of tools available to you all and that we support. And what we were able to show was just a quick snippet of everything that we have available to you. You can visit us. We have 2 locations. You can connect with us by visiting ETS Help. I know some of you may be from different institutions and may just be interested in how we administer and support and deploy these tools at the university-wide and at our scale. So we're also happy to connect with you as well. And that, again, is etshelp@fiu.edu. And if you want to connect with us individually or ask us directly, this is our LinkedIn QR codes for Ralph and myself, so you can connect with us there as well.
What a tremendous session. Thank you both for highlighting some great EdTech tools. Hoping we added to your teaching toolkit. If you're interested in any of the tools mentioned, remember to contact the EdTech Services team.